Hey guys, it's Lauren. Right off the bat, these are all of my socials and you should go follow them if you don't already. So for today's video, you're about to see a different side of me. Maybe one that's more unhinged and feral. I'm saying that as if I'm not like that all the time, but it might be a little bit more extreme today. Because in this video, I'm gonna be editing my male celebrity crushes, but as the edit progresses, it's gonna get a little bit more concerning. Now, I never said I had the best taste in general, but more specifically in men. You can ask anyone. But yeah, this is just gonna be one long velocity edit with a very steamy audio that I won't be able to play in this video. Let me calm down, okay. Before we get into the video, I wanna thank today's sponsor, which is Aether. It's like author, but instead of AU, it's AI. Aether is an AI paper writing tool that produces high quality academic writing in a very fast and easy manner. Aether provides services for article writing, college essay generating, and even AI detection. Equally as helpful when writing research papers, Aether automatically adds reliable references following APA or MLA, which ensures that I'm relying on trustworthy information when generating research hypotheses. As a senior at Brown University, one of my research projects is on how college students perceive the stress of their classmates depending on their major. So for this project, I want to elucidate the different perspectives between STEM and humanities students. So first, I'm going to search broadly for stress differences between humanities and STEM students. It even tells me I have a good essay topic. I'll have it be between 1,800 and 3,000 words, and it's going to be analytical as well. I'm also going to add APA citations because that's what my school usually asks for. As you can see, Aether breaks down different subtopics of my prompt. You can also regenerate AI features in the response if they're not perfect. So no, I do not fully rely on AI services when writing academic essays. So Brown University, if you're watching this, there's no plagiarism here. I'm too much of a control freak. Instead, like I mentioned, I like to use Aether to generate unique ideas and also find references to support these ideas. You can click the link in the description to access aether.com, and I'm 100% sure you guys will be able to transform your writing and unlock your creative potential. All right, enough said, let's get into the video. Thank you, Aether. Okay, so this edit will be featuring 9 of my male celebrity crushes, and I have them categorized in 3 different tiers. So the first 3 men are my top tier. Like, I don't have an ounce of guilt for finding them so fine. They are actually God's finest creation. So that's tier 1, those are husbands. Then we have tier 2, which are boyfriends, I guess. They're men that, like, when I tell people IRL and online that I'm attracted to them, sometimes I get a, oh, okay. Sometimes I get a, oh, okay. So yeah, like kind of questionable men. And then tier 3, these are the men, well, men that usually get people judging me really hard when I express my attraction for them. Okay, let's get into it. So the first male, drum roll please. I don't think anyone is gonna be surprised. It is Heesung. This is in Hypen's Heesung. He is just absolutely insane. And yeah, my favorite hair color on him, I can't honestly decide between like this color, like the dark purple, or the pink. I love the pink and the blonde. Don't get me started on the blonde. Anyway, oh, also let me tell you the audio. I was gonna keep it a secret, but it is the classic 2018-2019 hot edit audio. Lights Down Low by Bay Major. BA Major? I don't know. It's the same person who did Video Game Lover. So I have the beginning of the edit like, she said I'm going too fast. Take it slow, so I slapped her on the boom. Oh, I spoiled who the second person was, sorry. So I already added velocity to this first clip. It's absolutely insane. Let's add some panning. It's so weird because I'm used to adding like all the velocity to all my clips first and then doing the transitions and effects and whatnot, but we are gonna be more chronologically structured. Is that it? Like, okay, I'm gonna have this zoom out really quick at the end. This is like a newer thing I'm doing with velocity. If you watch like my most recent velocity tutorial, like probably like sometime last year, my velocity has changed since then, but to be fair, I feel like it changes every couple of months because I continuously change as a person. So obviously I'm gonna have different tastes. And yo, oh yes. My favorite thing about Heesung, where do I even begin? This man is gorgeous, so incredibly talented, so incredibly hardworking. He's incredibly fine. But in all seriousness, my favorite thing is his humility. After watching the survival show that Hypen was on, which is Island, the entire time, like, he was looked at as the ace, which he is. He was someone that everyone looked up to. Like, he was just incredibly talented from the get-go. You would have never assumed by the way he was acting that he was like such a hot commodity. He was just so humble, and after watching Island is what confirmed him as my bias. So I need you, girl. So the method here is like this one zooms out and then this one starts zoomed out and then zooms in, right? So like boom, boom. Is this clip for me? Oh, I'm gonna have so much extra footage of me just sitting here like, awooga. Okay, this is the last Heesung clip. Can anyone guess who's coming after Heesung? Oh, also I have transitions at the end of like each person and the beginning of the next. The next person is going to be, drumroll please, Huening-Kai! Yes, I got it on beat. So fun fact, actually really not sad fact. This specific fan cam was from an award show in Korea that I actually attended. I saw Huening-Kai with the ponytail in the flesh. So for starters, him and Heesung are on the same level for me. Like, I put Heesung first, but that's only for transition's sake. Like, they are equals in my mind. They are, if I ever get asked, choose between Heesung and Huening-Kai, oh, people always ask me this. My mother asked me this. I'm not choosing. It's actually not possible. Now, Huening-Kai did come before Heesung, I will say. Where do I even start with Huening-Kai? He is a prodigy. The amount of instruments he plays, his voice, this can be like 200 instead of 250, I guess. Oh, he looks so good. So my favorite things about him, if you know anything about Huening-Kai, he's so cute and kind. When I met him back in June of this year, he was literally the sweetest person ever. I genuinely can't even think about it or watch the videos without actually spiraling. I will always love an emo boy. Y'all don't understand. His hair, the shirt, the muscles, ooh. This is the last Huening-Kai clip. Can anyone guess who's coming next? I'll give you a hint. It's someone I have edited a lot in the past, someone who is featured on this channel. The transition is gonna be like Huening-Kai is tilting his head, and then that guy is also tilting his head. So we'll speed it up at the end. We'll scrub it back so his head is like less tilted. And the man in question is Theo James. So Theo James has definitely been my shawty bae for a while now. I will admit, during the Divergent and Fault in Our Stars era, I was more into Ansel Elgort, which hindsight is 2020. That man is respectfully not even 1/18th as fine as Theo James, but let me shut up. I realized, like, yeah, Theo James has actually been that man all along. Since literally 6th grade, I thought this man was POC. I thought this man was something maybe like Middle Eastern perhaps, but it turns out he's like white. Like, I think he's Greek, which is white, right? Low-key, do not quote me on that. I couldn't really find like a Theo James scene pack of like him as himself. So really, these are just a ton of clips of him and his acting roles. This is the only clip of him like in the flesh, in real life. And he looks so fine. But yeah, I'm definitely like not as in love with him as I am with Heesung and Huening-Kai, like never that. But I think he deserves husband here because he's really been in my life for so long. Wait, I'm having to backtrack because my frame rates are just off. Some of these are downloaded scene packs, so it'll just download from YouTube in 30 FPS when like, I think the original movie is in 23.976. It's always either 23.976 or 29.997 for like fan cams, so that's pretty consistent. Yeah, sometimes there needs to be trial and error. Like, that looks so much better. And we're also on the last clip of Theo James. I keep forgetting to do my panning and stuff. Let me go back and low-key. We'll do like a pan, zoom out, whatever, yeah. Quick slide left. There's like so much blue, yes, blue, space. And then quick graph, but like not too fast. And then this will come from the slide to the left, yes. Criminal. Oh, ow. Oh wow, that was so ugly. That was really ugly. Yes, ugly. It needs to be faster, because what is that curve? It looks good if I blink. Do you guys ever do that? Wait, if I think a transition looks bad, I'll rewatch it and then I'll just blink. I'll blink when it looks the worst and then I'll be like, oh yeah, that looks good, because I was blinking. Like, is that not insane and deranged? Comment down below if you do that. That looks 7 million times better. Okay. The Twixter is not Twixtering. This clip is kind of just really choppy, but it has the transition that I need, the head turn. When all else fails and you cannot find a good transition, a head turn will always look good. I did that actually twice in this edit. But yeah, I need to have it going faster at the end. Okay guys, we are done with the first tier. Now we're entering the sort of more questionable tier. Next up is brunette dude from Challengers. I don't know his name. Let me look that up actually. People say he's like a rodent dude, like rat dude. Yes, Josh O'Connor. Okay. So, Challengers was definitely a really fun viewing experience. I'm so glad I saw it with, I don't know who I saw it with, but I know I did not see it with my parents. But here's the thing, the entire movie, I was trying to figure out like, okay, which one is the one that I find more attractive? Is it blonde? Is it brunette? Is it blonde, brunette? And I won't lie, I feel like initially it was blonde. I really liked his facial structure, but then, this is gonna sound horrible, it was like the toxicity that this man exuded where I was like, wait, hold on, why you kinda, I don't know what that says about me. Actually, I do, but it's kind of just like the smugness and the arrogance. Like, Zendaya was like, sorry, I don't know the characters' names like that, I'm sorry. Zendaya was like, in your dreams, like, whatever, major loser. And he was so confidently like, I know you want me. Like, why are we lying? Me when I lie. Anyway, just watch this clip. This is our last Josh O'Connor / Patrick Zwade clip. We're gonna have it go faster as they smooch. Like, that should be me. Like, retweet, like, comment down below if you've ever swooned over a man that you know you shouldn't swoon after. Okay, our next man after Josh O'Connor is another white boy. I feel like he's really niche. Like, no one is gonna guess this one. Without further ado, this is Andrew Barth Feldman. I have only watched one thing he's in, which is No Hard Feelings with Jennifer Lawrence, and it's just something about a nerdy white boy. You know, it's kind of funny because I'm not making sense or even being consistent. I just described liking Josh O'Connor because he's kind of an asshole, and now I'm like, no, I like him because he's a nerd and he's kind of a sweetie. So I don't discriminate, I really don't. I feel like you kind of have to watch the movie to get it, or maybe you'll watch the movie and be more confused as to why I'm like, y'all hear me out. 23.976, that's a chop. 29.997, that kind of looked the best. The movie's really good. I just like found myself continuing to think about him after I saw it. Wait, now that I think about it, the plot of the movie is actually kind of insane. He's like graduating high school and his parents want him to experience dating a girl, so they hire Jennifer Lawrence, who's 32 years old, to date him, a 19-year-old. But it's not problematic like that. It's like a really good movie. Okay, this is his last clip, and it's another head turn clip because the next person could not be further from whatever Andrew Barth Feldman is. So let's speed up the end for the head turn. And lo and behold, the last person in our tier 2, which is boyfriends, is John Cena. Out of everyone being edited in this video, me and John Cena go the furthest back. For context, I am a girly who grew up on the WWE. I have 2 brothers, one older and one younger. So yes, I was getting RKO'd left and right. Like, I really had no choice in the matter. But you know, I fought back, it's fine. But I feel like objectively, when you're a kid, like, John Cena is your hero. At least for like our generation. Everyone's like, oh, he's overrated. Like, there's a reason he's the GOAT though. It's weird because I was never like attracted to him as a kid. But now I see him and I'm like, wait. And I know he's all natural. Like, oh, John is on steroids. Like, you can't look like that if you're not on steroids. You can't look like that if you're not John Cena, is kind of my point. The way he just like pauses here though. Wait, I don't know if that's the Twixter or just the clip. Yeah, that looks better. Okay. The title of this video is sending me. John Cena takes his shirt off. Heart. If you guys don't already understand how much this man means to me and my brothers named our first ever dog Cena. Cena. That was the dog's name, Cena. Now this clip I got from like a clip from Total Bellas because he used to be dating Nikki Bella. They were doing some like wood chopping with Brie Bella and Daniel Bryan, and he just looks so fine. Like, also for any WWE fans out there, have you guys been watching the Vince McMahon documentary on Netflix? I think anyone could have told you that he's a psychopath. Like, even me at 4 years old, I probably could have said, hey, this man needs to be behind bars. Anyway, this is our last John clip. This transition I hate the most out of everything because like the next person that this is, it was just really hard to match it up, but this is the end of tier 2, the boyfriend tier. This next tier is like, yeah, this is the more concerning tier. Okay, our first man of tier 3 is Duncan Told Drum Island. He was always my crush on the show. I never heard any of these other men out, okay? Not Alejandro, not Justin, not yada yada, whatever. I am a Dunkney stan through and through. I don't like Glunkney, but I do like Gwen. I like Gwen and Courtney's friendship. And then being older and seeing that people stan Total Drama on like TikTok and Instagram, whatever, I see a lot of Glunkney shippers. He looks good there. Oh, it's so hard adding Twixter to like cartoons. Oh, that still actually looks pretty good. Fun fact, trying to find a transition from John to him, I wanted to see if there was any clip of John with a sharp object, with the object that you see on the screen right now. Because like, you know, they do table ladders, chairs on WWE. So I tried to search John Cena, that thing, on Google and YouTube, which is already weird in of itself. But I accidentally searched it up in my Gmail inbox. And when nothing showed up, I was like, what the heck? Like, the Twixter's actually looking good for it being like cartoon. I'm usually so bad at this. All right, guys, second to last man. But this is going to be none other than Johnny Gorilla from Sing. Johnny Gorilla. I don't know if he has a last name. Well, whatever his last name is, that's also my last name, if you get what I mean. So there's so many amazing things about him. One, he's Australian, and I love an accent. And I just love his character archetype of like, his dad was a mobster, and he's in this like Australian gorilla gang. But on the inside, he's just a softie. He just wants to sing and make music, and he had to do all of this behind his father's back, which is so sad. But if you've watched the movie, you'll know, like, his father goes to jail, and then they have the reconciliation, but let me not spoil it. But also, I have to admit, I don't think Sing... Why is the frame rate off? Wait, does that look worse? No, I think it looked better before. Where were the other settings, Loki? He said, ooh, and then he said it again. But yeah, Sing 2 was like not half as good. I've only seen it once or twice, but I've seen the original like probably almost 10 times. I think it's because the song he sings, like in the original he sings I'm Still Standing by Taron Egerton, who's singing it. But then in the second movie he sings There's Nothing Holding Me Back by Shawn Mendes, and it's like, no hate on Shawn Mendes, like love Shawn Mendes, but like I don't really vibe with that song as much. I don't know. I just feel like with Johnny, like he would make a really good boyfriend if you get what I mean. He would be very attentive to your needs. I met Johnny in Universal Studios over this summer. I will insert the pictures. I was obsessed with him, but he was also obsessed with me. I was like, I've been a fan since I was 12 years old and now I'm 21 and you're still a part of my life. I love you so much. And he took silly pictures. That proves my point. He would just make a great boyfriend. Obviously I'm gonna work on matching up the transitions more later, but like this is bothering me a lot because this has the potential to be a good transition. They're both like mean mugging, but they need to be lined up better. So I'm actually gonna do that now. I'll do it with a null layer. I feel like I might be speaking a little bit too fast in this video because I'm excited, but like I just get too excited filming for you guys because I'm like, oh my god, like you guys are gonna watch and perceive me and I hope I'm fun. Okay, that looks better. It's not really my fault because they're just very different animated characters. Like one is Duncan and then one is a gorilla. And then I think I'll just have this one like zooming forward. I feel like if I add a little S shake too, that'll look good. You know, it's all a work in progress. Yes, wait, that actually ate. Are you guys ready for the last man on this list? Lo and behold, we have pizza in wife beater tank top. I'm assuming this is a New York slice, by the way. So hear me out. I mean, look at it. Something about putting this little miniature tank top on this pizza makes it so masculine to me. I just feel like he would treat me right. So yeah, there's unfortunately only one photo of him like ever. You know, the person who put this pizza in a wife beater, I guess didn't think to do a whole photo shoot. I would have really appreciated that for this video and also just in general. It's okay that we don't have that much to work with because he's gonna kind of be like the finale. So usually I would be skeptical of a man in a wife beater. I mean, it's kind of in the name, wife beater. How do you think it got its name? Sleazy men wear it. I don't know, this pizza is sleazy. I think he's misunderstood because like you see the grease on him and you think, oh, he's so dirty, but then he tells you he has a medical condition where his skin is oily and then you have some empathy, you know? Definitely need to add some like wiggle onto this. I think I'll give him a bounce and then also a little warp because again, I feel bad that I don't have more footage of him. He's like a child actor. Like he had his really big moment like one time and then he kind of fell off the face of the earth, but we all still think about him, or at least, you know, I still think about him. I'm going to add a squeeze warp to him. I just feel like that's the vibe. Boom! Okay, wait, why was that good? He's smooth like butter. Okay, now time to add my adjustment and solid layers. I do 3 different ones of these. I have one with just camera lens blur, and then one with directional blur vertical, and then directional blur horizontal. And I just try to like switch it up between them because you don't want like vertical after vertical after vertical, like that gets kind of repetitive. But yeah, I'm just gonna make these right now and then copy and paste them throughout the edit. Okay, life hack for adjustment layers, solid layers, just effect layers in general. I like to copy and paste them from my main like edit composition to a new one. And like I said, I have 3 different types of blurs and then a solid layer. Specifically, I like to rename the adjustment layer so I know which is which. So you can see I have this one is the Gaussian, which is just the camera lens blur. This one is vertical. And then I'll show you how to rename right now with the horizontal. Just right click and go to rename. And then I'm just gonna call this horizontal so it's easier. Another thing I'm gonna do is just copy and paste the solid layer 2 more times so that you have adjustment, solid, adjustment, solid. I do this so it makes it easier to copy and paste the blur and the solid as one for each different blur. So for example, my first transition, I feel like using Gaussian blur. So let me copy these, go back to my main composition, and then paste it where these 2 clips merge. All right, and then for my next clip, I think I want a horizontal blur. Let's go to the composition, this is horizontal. So copy the horizontal and its respective solid, and then paste it in here. Basically, every time I use the blur, I always use the solid, so I like to paste them as one. Also, I'd be rude if I didn't show you guys my settings. For the solid layer, it's just a black layer. It starts at 0% opacity, then 75, then back to 0. And this is what the graph looks like for that. All the graphs look the same for the blurs and the fades. For my camera lens blur, the blur radius starts at 0, then goes to 30, back to 0, and then here's the graph for that. And then for the directional blur, I have the blur length start at 0, then go to 180, and then back to 0. Again, similar graph. For the vertical blur, the direction is gonna be at 0 degrees, and then for the horizontal, it's gonna be at 90 degrees. So I'm just gonna keep copying and pasting these layers accordingly, but simultaneously, I'm gonna add more transform keyframes because like which blur I decide to use depends a lot on the transition I'm doing. For example, since there's slides here, I wanted a horizontal blur. All right, I'll show you what the first little segment looks like so far. Ride like a purr. So I'm gonna finish off the rest of the edit and I will show you guys the final product. I know what you want, don't understand I'm going too fast. Take it slow, so I'm under that divide, and I'm pulling on the hem. She living on my ear like all is good. You keep it hood, bow, bow, bow. Give it to me, ooh, that's what she keeps. I don't like seeing that. Love the way I beat it, she wish that I repeat it. I got it, it wish I could repeat it. I got it in the trance, girl, I'm even, got him blowing like the wind and she shake it. Please watch on Instagram. Okay, I'm showing Sammy the edit. I was just saying, I feel like I forgot someone like really important and she'll be able to guess too.
I'm gonna see if I can guess, yeah.
Okay. It'll start off like relatively normal. Yeah. From Challengers?
I don't know.
You definitely don't know him.
That one wasn't weird. T.
Yeah.
Okay. Where's Nick Wilde?
Yeah, that's the one that I missed. So who was the hottest out of all of them?
Duncan.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you.
We're watching a Smasher Pass for celebrities right now, so. All right, guys, what do we think? Did you hear me out? Please comment down below if like there's at least one man in this video that you went into this video being like, oh no, he's not it. But then after seeing the edit, you were like, wait, like, why he kinda. But yeah, I had so much fun making this, obviously. So that's great. When I'm feeling sad, I can just watch it and it'll make me more sad. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. And once again, I'd like to give a huge thank you to the sponsor of today's video, which is Aether. I hope you guys have a great day or night wherever you are, and bye.